Look at me, the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you.
Hey guys, welcome to the Oracle of Lilith. Today I'm doing a pick a card all about the messages your familiar has for you. This reading was directed for me to do by Hecate. So I was absolutely happy and thrilled to be able to channel this message for you. And a familiar could be literally a familiar that you have. It could be manifested in an animal like a dog or a cat or a toad. It could be a literal spirit that you work with. So just use your own discretion and follow your intuition with this reading. If this is your first time to my channel, hello, hi, it's so good to have you. I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel and becoming a member of my tribe. If you're a returning subscriber, hey guys, what is up? How are you? It's always good to connect with your energy, and I truly appreciate you guys being here. Now, keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do offer personal and private readings and sessions. All that information is down in my description box. Now, before you see 3 cards. These are your psychic linking objects. This is from the Witch's Familiar Oracle deck, and I really love this deck. It's a beautiful deck and has really great energy. I will be pulling cards as I go. So I'm going to show you each one of these cards close up so you can get a better feel for each one of these groups. Group 1, you are the Frog, Creativity. Group 2, you are the Horse, Transcendence. Group 3, you are Brownie, Protection. Okay guys, so those are your selections. I will include a little video with some music for you guys who need a little bit more time to see which group you're drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one group, there's probably more than one message here for you. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures on the other side. Bye guys.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss, see. I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python. Grab what I like real fast, choke until I have everything I attack. Everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see, matter of fact.
Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it. Just think carefully, I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest
group 1, all of you that selected the frog card creativity, this is going to be your messages from your familiar spirit. I was drawn to do this reading by Hecate, and I was so happy and thrilled to do it. So let's get into it. Now keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session. So just take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. Okay, so I'm feeling with the frog, I'm feeling like definitely witchy vibe, maybe a traditional witch. You may also practice Wicca. You may be solitary. You may be involved in a coven, but I'm not feeling that for many of you. You may practice root work as well, hoodoo, voodoo. It may be some kind of cultural root working practice as well. Indigenous practice. So I'm feeling several different kinds of energies, several different kinds of familiars. They feel all connected to the earth. This is earth energy. We have dwarf, resourceful. Okay, what messages do you have for group 1 familiar? What do you want them to know? Fidelity, consciousness, or conscientious. Okay. Okay, creativity. Some of you guys, okay, this particular familiar seems kind of hardcore. I just want to tell you that, okay, before I get started. I just feel like an intensity from this familiar. Like, I feel like I'm fixing to like, ooh, you are taking your creativity for granted. Let me turn this light down a little bit. Okay, so like I was saying, I feel like you guys are taking your creativity for granted. I feel like you are not making the most of this. And I feel like you've really been blessed with some kind of creative gift, okay? I feel like you're very gifted in different areas of the craft. Or the art. Some of you guys have been gifted through your generational line. This may be something that your ancestors practiced, maybe great grandma practice, or mama. I'm hearing mama, or baba or jaja practiced. But these could be nicknames for ancestors. Just take what resonates here. But I'm feeling like it's like there's an overburdensome with these minute details of perfection that is blocking this flow of creativity. And this fidelity here with the swan, I feel like this familiar energy is coming forward to remind you that the spirit has been very true to you, okay? There has been delivery on manifestations. And one of those deliveries has been your creativity that was given to you, was blessed to you for you to find your way to abundance. Frogs and toads are often about like money, wealth, good fortune. And it seems that this familiar is a little bit upset because it feels like, you know, you got this gift, you wanted this gift, you know, the goddess put you on with this gift. We're bringing it out. It's almost like you're in denial of it, and this is your road to abundance. You're not using it to its full capacity. Some of you guys haven't even tapped it. It's like you're in such denial of it. Okay, we have magical clothing, empowerment here. Look at that aura. And it feels like a Visca Pisces around this being here. I'm feeling like some of you guys, you just don't realize 43 reduces to a 7. 7 can be a very magical number. 7s may be lucky for you. There's a lot of luck coming forward. I feel like you just need to be more expressive with your creativity. Some of you guys need to be more expressive in like how you dress yourself. You need to remember that you can absolutely charm your clothing. Your familiar is bringing forth like these things that you can do to help activate more of this creativity, more of this positive flow of energy. You know, bless your clothing, charm your clothing. You can sew like different runes into your clothing, protection, symbols as well. You can smudge your clothing, that kind of thing. You can use color magic when you're dressing. You can use glamour magic with your clothing, with your makeup, with your hair, all kinds of things. I feel like some of you guys are neglecting your physical appearance. Don't neglect yourself. Okay, your familiar is like you are a work of art and you don't even see it. You don't even see your potential. It's like you're in such denial of this. Maybe some of you are new to the craft, and you have written off some things that have happened as coinkydink or just happenstance, right? Here's the thing is that when you write stuff off like that and you're working in the air of magic, you disempower your magic. If you are new to the craft, you have to go all in. Listen, do not expect God forms and familiars and all these spirits to go all in for you if you're not willing to go all in and believe. Because you have to be faithful in your belief. Either you believe in magic or you don't. Either you believe in your magic or you don't. And what I'm getting here is be resourceful in how you use your magic. Layer your magic. And so I feel like that's why they're bringing forth the clothing here. Like it starts with like layering, like how you look, like layer magic and protection and manifestation in your clothing, how you look, your hair, your makeup, glamour magic, beauty magic. Some of you guys need to do some beauty spell work on yourself. Okay, you need to cast some beauty, self-confidence spell work. You're familiar. I feel like some of you guys, there's been like a cat that has been trying to tell one of you this, okay, and you're not listening. And this cat is getting annoyed. I feel like this cat's very annoyed. We have the horned god here, virility. Okay, it could be a male cat, but the horned god is very present. The witch father is very present. The green man, whatever label you have for the divine masculine is very present here. And I feel like what's happened for some of you, and your familiar wants to call attention to, is that beyond faith is action. When you start donning magical clothing, when you start the layering of your magic, when you start living a magical life and incorporating magical thinking and the craft, whatever you want to call it, into every area of your life, your manifestations really get a kick. But here's the thing, you do the action and you believe. Okay, and when the universe, your guides, your goddess, your God form, whatever you're working with, brings you manifestations, you do not discount it. Because I'm going to tell you something, and your familiar is just, it is disrespectful to the spirits that have been working with you to discount it. And maybe you've never thought of it that way. Okay, but it is. It's disrespectful to the process of magic to discount it. If you are going to do all this work and just discount things as coinkydink, then you might as well get off the train, okay? Because it's not your ride, all right? So you have to go all in. Now, some of you guys have gone all in, but you're in denial about this great gift you've been given. And it's because I feel like it's a bit of a leap for you. It's going to take you outside your comfort zone. So your familiar is coming forward to remind you how faithful the spirits around you have been, those that work with you. You are not going to be alone in this. You're not leaping alone. I'm seeing the full card from the tarot. You're not leaping alone. You're not going to be alone. This is a powerful move for you. It's a definite shift of your magical energy. Putting yourself out there in this creative way. I feel like for some of you, there's just a new like psychic gift. There is a new pathway in the craft. For some of you, there is a new art form, a new business, a new creation that you're being called to give birth to. You're being called to practice. You're being called to do the action with the horned god here. And you're hesitating because you're just doubtful, or you're in denial, or you're afraid. It is okay to be afraid. It is okay to be doubtful. It is okay to hesitate. It is not okay to allow fear to keep you from your destiny. Okay. I feel like those of you who have been in the craft or you've been in your practice for a while and you have a very like solid relationship with your familiars you work with. Some of you guys have multiple familiars. And if you do, this feels like a congregation of your familiars. It's like they all got together and said, like, we need to tell, we need to tell them this, because I feel like whatever this is, it's like the universe keeps almost hitting you in the face with it until it's like you can't deny it. And yet still you're like, I need more signs. I need more signs. And it's going to come to the point where like they're going to start waking you up in the middle of the night if they haven't already and making you think about this thing. You may even start getting anxiety about it. We have spell casting, manifestation. Yes. So some of you have been spell casting to manifest a shift, to manifest abundance, to manifest a new business, a new life. And this thing that you're in denial about, this thing that you feel guided to do, but you're not leaping towards, this thing that maybe you've kind of started, but you're hesitant about, you haven't gone all in with it. Like you haven't worn it as a piece of clothing. Okay, you haven't owned it. This is part of the manifestation. This is part of your alignment with that thing, whatever this path is that you are trying to manifest. You are blocking your manifestation by not walking into it. Listen, do baby steps. You don't have to put on the pretty dress of this thing, whatever this is. It's like they're wanting you to own it like it's your clothing. Like it's a part of you. Like it's just something you put on every day. They want you to get comfortable with it, whatever this is. Okay. So what I would suggest you do, because it feels so different for different people. Okay. I would suggest you start doing it alone in private every day, whatever it is. Get yourself comfortable with it. It's just like, let's take this magical clothing because this came out. Let's say you casted to be more confident, and you're being guided to like, get your look together. And maybe you haven't been like getting yourself together every day, like getting ready for the day. Maybe you haven't gotten ready for the day every day in 6 months, and you're being guided to do that, but you hesitate because you haven't done it so long and you're just like, I don't want to mess with makeup. I don't want to do my hair or whatever it is. Take a shower, whatever it is you do, okay? And you're kind of dragging your heels. That's what this is about. It's about that thing that you're being guided to do that will help you manifest this. And it doesn't have to be that thing I use as an example. It's just my way of trying to relate the message here. It's time for you to just do it. With the masculine God here, I'm feeling action. I'm feeling Mars energy. Like it's time to do the action. It's time for you to start creating new pathways, working the energy you're being given, working the hits you're being given, working the manifestations that are being shown to you. Work with them instead of against them. Stop denying. Go with the flow. Okay, this is a pathway to your manifestation. And it feels like these familiars are like saying, it's almost like you're at an impasse. Like they've done as much as they can do without you taking some kind of major action here. So you can spell cast all you want. You can do all the sweet jars and candle magic and all that stuff you want, but there's action needed here. And you have to have faith. You have to have faith in the spirits around you. Do not disrespect your spellcraft. Do not disrespect your path or your magical ability by chopping up like synchronicities as happenstance. When you start working in the area of magic, when you become a witch, many of us we are witches. It is what we are. When you own that, and that's really what wearing the magical clothing is about. When you own that, you no longer live really in an area of reality that is happenstance. You live in the area of reality of magic, where magical things happen, where miracles happen, where synchronicities come together. And instead of calling that, oh, it's a happy accident, no. It is the work of magic. It is the work of your deities. It is the work of your spirits. It is the work of the magic you've done, the meditations, the internal work, the outer work, the spell crafting, the chanting, all the work you've done with your God forms. It is the manifestation of that. Own that shit. It is so important that you own your power. I think that may be the bottom line for you, Group 1. I feel like your familiars are like, you need to own your power no matter how long you've been in the craft. I feel like some of you who have been in the craft for a while, you've owned your abilities to a certain level. But honey, you are so much more powerful than that level. Okay? You have leveled up, and many of you just aren't even aware of it. Okay? And those of you who have started, you're just now tapping your power. It's just starting to manifest, and you're already kind of like fighting it or in denial of it. And your familiars are like, dude, if you're going to do this, do it. Surrender the need to logically understand every single thing. You get in the way of your own magic that way, okay? We have the Page of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you block it up. You block things up when you demand logic in the realm of magic, okay? I'm not saying to not be balanced about your practice, about the things you do. That's not what I'm saying. Be balanced, be logical. But when it comes time to manifest, you are in the realm of magic. You are in the realm of belief. You are in the realm of like suspended logic. We're going to save logic for another day. And right now, we're going to believe that the synchronicities that we just saw unfold, they are the result of our magical stuff we've been doing. We have to make that connection. It's very special when you start to really weave that together like a braid. Some of you guys need to put some protection braids in your hair. I'm seeing like a mouse. It's weird, a mouse and a cat. You need to put, the mouse needs to protect themselves from the cat. So I feel like some of you guys need to look into braiding, like one braid of protection. You weave that into your hair. If that resonates, look into that. Okay. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the King of Wands. Okay, he came out in reverse. I feel like you are hiding from your true power. And that's not what we do as witches, as magical people. We don't hide from our power. We embrace it. We embrace the fullness of it, and we don't fear it. Part of being in the craft, whatever level, wherever you are in it, is embracing your power, knowing your truth, knowing who you are, and not giving a shit what anyone thinks of you, because it's not their magic. It's not their life. Fuck them. Fuck them. It's not for them. It's for you. Right? And unless you're in a coven with somebody, it's really none of their fucking business what you do. Okay? It's really, really not. I'm getting from some familiars here that you need to do some warding around like your house, magical space. Some of you guys, listen, also, you don't have to have an altar, okay? You don't have to have anything to practice. I just want to make this clear. You don't have to go out and buy, $200 worth of stuff to practice. I've said this before and I stand by it. The things you need are the things in nature, okay? Way back many years when I first started this, I was told, like, use what you can find in nature. It's the clearest connection. And everything else after that, if you want to get stuff, then do that. But ultimately, like, you don't need to spend a lot of money to do this kind of stuff, okay? You can go to the dollar store and get candles. Like, you don't, it doesn't take a lot of money, all right? And I feel like your familiars want you to know that. You don't need to have a big old altar. You don't need to have 6,000 books. You don't need to have a bunch of statuary. All it takes is you, your path, and your magic. All right. And that's it. That's perfect. Okay. And everything comes from that. Everything manifests from that. In fact, it's very beautiful when you start your craft and you start with nothing. And you go out in the woods and you get a rock and a stick and a cup of water and you start there and you watch how your magic manifests more magical things. And you'll find all sorts of things like crystals, and you'll find like snake skins and all sorts of things, and you'll get gifts from people, and it'll just magically unfold, and then you'll be guided to buy things, or all of a sudden you'll have money to buy that mortal and pestle that you wanted, or to buy herbs that you wanted. Like, it will magically unfold for you. So don't be in a rush to like buy a bunch of stuff either. Okay. Be at ease. Believe in divine timing, because it's a real thing. Okay. All right, let's get a couple more messages here for you. Not this deck. Okay. What deck? What deck? What deck? Okay. This deck. Okay. No? All right. We can't make up our mind. What else is new? Okay. What else for group 1? What else do we have? Okay, so some of you guys need to do some, they're bringing me all the way back around to like some spell work on like self-love and confidence. Some of you guys, candle magic is easy and accessible. You can go to the dollar store, get you one of those prayer candles, like they make pink ones. They have all different white ones. Take the wrapper off if you want. You can run that under some water to cleanse the energy, as far as like removing energies from the store and stuff, and chant that or energize that how you want, bless it how you want. You know, if you're going to put like herbs and things in it or oils, be sure you poke holes in the top so the oil has some place to go so it doesn't flood your candle and snuff it out or make it an ineffective candle. Right, what I'm getting is like on the outside of the candle, write self-love affirmations to yourself. Okay, write self-love affirmations. Make you a little, if you have a bathtub, make yourself a little self-love bath. Do this on a Friday. Friday's good for like love. Okay, make yourself, if you don't have a bathtub, do a self-love shower, you know, and spend that time like taking care of yourself. You know, investing in yourself. Listen to affirmations if you can, or beautiful music, or things that make you feel good, right? Get you some tea. You know, make it a little ritual. Do a little thing for yourself. Do it every Friday night if you want to, you know. I would suggest, like, there comes a time when you're doing magic where you need to, like, you know, release the spell work, release the work so it can manifest. But, you know, sometimes when we're really down and we're feeling, you know, really not confident, we need that kind of stuff. We need the repetitive blessings of like a beauty bath or a confidence bath, a healing bath. Epsom salts are really good for that as well. You know, if you can afford it, get you some like really nice oils or bath soaps, enchant those. You can use that. You can ask your goddess or the spirits that you work with to enchant those as well with healing, because you're healing your self-confidence, your sense of self, your beauty, your attraction. Also work on your solar plexus as well. It will help you be more confident, because when you're more confident in yourself, you're more confident in your magic. It's all related, okay? All right, let's get a few more cards here. Any more messages for my group 1 from the familiar? We have luck. Okay, nutmeg. Okay, so good luck. You're aligning with some really good luck. Okay, good luck is coming in for you. Also, if you use herbs in your magic, you might consider using some nutmeg. I think you can get that at the dollar store even. You know, if that's an option for you. You don't have to spend a lot of money. It really is about intention, about focus. It's about your magic, okay? Your magic is what makes it magical, all right? We have lavender sleep, and we have tea tree oil binding. Okay, so sleep is really important. Some of you guys aren't getting enough sleep. And I feel like some of you guys have familiars that sleep with you or sleep beside your bed. And I feel like some of you guys have cats and they're asking for catnip. Okay, so, you know, you might do an offering. If you have a cat that is your familiar, you may do an offering of catnip. Do the offering as your familiar, right? You know what I mean? Instead of like, oh, it's my cat, I'm giving it catnip, give it as an offering to my familiar. Like level up the interaction there, okay? And I feel like for some of you, like a bath before sleep, like a beauty bath or a self-confidence bath might actually help you sleep. Also, if you're having trouble sleeping, lavender obviously is good for sleep, okay? You might do some lavender tea in that bath as well. But also, some of you guys need to write down your dreams. Okay, some of you guys are having like vivid dreams and you're not writing them down, and there's messages coming through your dreams. Okay, I feel like some of you guys are getting like part of this denial thing has to do with like dream work that you're doing. We have tea tree binding. Okay. Some of you guys may have someone around you that you've been thinking of binding. This won't be for all of you. This will be for a few of you. And you may be hesitant to bind because you feel like it's negative. It is not negative to bind someone from doing harm to you. Okay. It is like defensive. All right. You are just making sure that no one harms you. You're not harming them. You are restricting them from doing harm against you. Okay. And I feel like if you have a lot of guilt about stuff like that, you might need to do a little bit of reflective work, and look more into that kind of thing, because you have a divine right to protect yourself and your loved ones. Okay. Nobody has a right to come in and harm you and yours. And as a magical being, as someone who practices the craft, you have a right to use your practice to defend those you love, and yourself. And that's part of owning your power, is understanding that you have this ability. And it does work. Okay. When you go all in on your magic doesn't work if you don't believe it. Okay. When you go all in and it works, it's very powerful. So, I think there's a need here for not all of you, but like for those of you who are uncomfortable with binding, to release fear around the craft. A lot of the fear that you have is from social programming that has to do with religious programming. Okay. And that's a whole other video, but, understand that a lot of the rules that were given on how we should, what's right and what's wrong and what's scary and all this are preconceived notions of how people should be, especially feminine forms, and were movements to disempower the feminine, the divine feminine. And binding has been around for a very long time. It's a very old practice. And this kind of work, like binding and those kind of things, it works on many levels. It gives you like a psycho-spiritual release of energy when you feel like someone is doing you wrong. Okay. So you get to release that. You no longer carry it. Okay. You also put it out to the universe to manifest that you no longer want this person to mess with you and yours, and you put a stop to it. Your spirits get involved and they empower that work, and it stops. You're not harming them. You're just blocking them. Okay. All right, group one, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more videos like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group two, all of you that selected the horse, this is going to be your reading all about the messages that your familiar has for you. So keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session. So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So there's an energy of transcendence here with you. Okay. And we're going to get into it. Your energy feels different from group one. It feels very light. It feels very airy. We have disguise. Okay. All right. Tell me about this. Your familiar feels very light. This is interesting. Tell me, familiar. Tell me more about you. We have disease, fly. Okay. I feel like you guys have, because when I see this horse, what I'm seeing is like a wild Mustang running, and their hair is flowing in the wind. And I'm feeling with the fly, I'm feeling like flying in the wind, like lots of wind here. And the hedgehogs is disguised. So I'm feeling like maybe you are masked, maybe you're hidden, maybe some of you guys in this group aren't really out of the closet as far as like your craft goes. And so your familiar is like not as out in the open. It may not be a traditional familiar as far as like, you know, you have a cat or a dog or whatever. It's like in spirit. I feel like maybe you have you have one, but you don't tell anybody or no one knows it is your familiar. Or maybe you're not aware, but I do feel this energy around you. So there's definitely a familiar spirit around you. Okay. And for some of you, see, I'm picking on, it's, use your discernment, okay? Because I'm picking up on people who are new to the craft and people who have been in it in a while. And I picked up on that with group one. So use your discernment here. Some of you guys absolutely have a familiar, and it is masked. You have masked this familiar. You've actually worked some kind of magic to mask this familiar. This familiar may actually be from like a spirit of air. It could be from a spirit of like Beelzebub, okay? Or a spirit of like divination or psychic ability. It could be a spirit of knowing as well. It could be a daemon. But this is a very wise spirit, okay? Let's keep going here. Tell me more about this spirit. What message do you have? What message do you have? We have independence. Okay. Look at the focus of this black cat. Look at the focus. I almost feel like this spirit is connected to astral. This may be an astral spirit, like an astral familiar, or because it feels like for some of you who are more advanced, this is a complex familiar, okay? Could be a familiar that was given to you by a spirit that you work with, not necessarily having like a body, or it may be attached to an object. For some of you who have done this for a while, you know, it may be attached to an animal. I'm just getting a lot of different energy with this reading. So, but for some of you, this is a familiar that is still in spirit, especially if you're new to the craft or whatever practice. I'm feeling a lot of different practices here. And I'm feeling like root work again for this group. Herbalism, I'm feeling also I don't know the name for this, okay? I'm just seeing images. So I don't know what name to put on this, okay? So forgive my ignorance, all right? But this, I'm seeing like fertility idols of like very primitive, like wooden fertility idols. This feels like very ancient African practice from like the birthplace of like humanity, okay? So very old practice, okay? I feel like it's a practice that had to be almost, yeah, okay, so this could be voodoo, this could be hoodoo. It feels like it's something that had to be with its disguise. I'm picking up on like having to kind of like mesh it within other kind of cultures to kind of keep it sacred. But within this practice, there is a deeper practice. It's like there's an outer work, there's an inner work, okay? This familiar, my hands are like on fire. There is an inner practice within this I'm not sure what the name of it is. I want to call it voodoo, but I feel like that is not the right name. Um, that is very old, and there is a familiar that has been gifted by a um, by what I'm going to term as a holy medicine person. Okay, practitioner. Um, yes, yes. I hope that I said that. I mean that with all respect. Okay, I'm just trying to put words to something that I don't quite know how to communicate. All right. Okay, let's get some more energy here. That won't resonate for all of you, but we have foreboding black hound. Okay, black hounds are sacred to Hecate as well. You may be a follower of Hecate. I feel Hecate's presence pulling forward in this reading. Yes, I feel like for those of you who are new to the practice and Hecate is your matron, ferocity with the boar, I feel like she is gifting you with a new familiar. This familiar is for your protection from persecution. Currently, we are in a cycle of time where we may be finding that those who practice may find themselves under a bigger web of suspicion. Be careful who you trust. If you're in the closet, it may not be the best time for you to come out of the closet as a witch or practitioner. Guard yourself and guard your home. If you're out of the closet but you're growing scared, know that this mighty goddess Hecate is bringing forward to you a very powerful powerful guardian familiar. It feels like a black hound. It is ferocious. I feel like for some of you, it is a chimera, which is a blending of all different kinds of animals. It will be disguised. It will be masked so that others will not be able to pick up on it. The signs that you are in trouble, the signs that there is trouble coming, the signs that of warning will be black dogs, black hounds. You will see these and know that there is trouble coming. Pay attention. Pay attention when you see black dogs, okay? All right. We have maiden. Maiden and what is our innocence? Okay, tell me more. I feel like some of you guys are fixing to come in full bloom into your magic. We have high priestess, conduit. Yes, you are the conduit for this presence, this holy presence of this magical practice. I'm feeling a very strong presence of Hecate. It's like she wants to completely come forward. You guys have been gifted with a magical ability that goes far back within a very ancient bloodline. These are ancestors, an ancestral bloodline that has seen this future and understands persecution and has been oppressed throughout time. You've been oppressed because you are very special. You're very magical. There's a lot of knowledge within your genealogy. There's a lot of knowledge within the blood that flows within your veins. There are memories, there are past life memories coming forward for group 2. They will come forward within your dreams. Pay attention to them. These are signs as well. Be wise with who you discuss your craft with. Be wise and watch, especially if you have children, watch what is said around your children. Watch who tries to preach to your children. We have midwife, birth. Understand that the magical people of this time are giving birth to a new age. We will go from maiden to this birthing, to this mother energy. We will give birth to a new way of being through manifestation. We've already begun to do this. And that is why the backlash that we see in the world is so harsh. That is why the oppressive energy of the divine feminine, the energy that is oppressing the divine feminine is coming in so harshly, because the dark divine goddess has risen. And as panicked energy rises within the unbalanced masculine energy that has attempted to rule this planet and has seemingly destroyed a lot of the planet. And it's not that we are not loving of masculine energy. We are. But the energy that has been running the planet is or attempting to, is very out of balance. It's been hell-bent on destruction and control, and no species can be prosperous by this. We consume our own, and the dark goddess has risen, and these are magical people, magical women, magical humans who rise and hold the vision for the future. These are brave souls who step forward in a time where more oppressive thinking rises and state their truth, state their belief, and no longer bow and cower in the shadows to those in control. But we must be smart about how we move, group 2. Your familiars want you to be smart. That's why there's gifting. I see gifting from Hecate of a massive army of different familiars going out to her witches. These are very strong. I'm getting chills. These are very strong. I see dogs, and then I'm seeing a whole other kind of entity here, and it looks like to me like a male gorgon, which gorgons are like Medusa, are feminine, but these look like masculine gorgons. Okay, they have tentacles on their face. All right, so they're very ferocious looking. These are in spirit. They were formed and created by Mother Hecate. They are very strong. They are a masculine energy that is being brought in to protect these divine feminine energies. The dogs are being set out as warning lights, like warning symbols for you to see when there is danger, when you should be aware of danger, when you should be quiet, when you should move in silence, when you should keep everything under wraps. And these beings, these guardians, will act as a protective shield around you and yours. And they are very aggressive as far as if you're attacked. And as you receive these, you are welcome to give them names. You're welcome to form relationships with these. If you do not want this, of course, you can always send it away. How it appears to you is what will make sense to you. They will come to you in the form you understand, okay? You are free to attach these different beings, but there's two kinds coming forward. I see the dog as a guardian, the dog as a symbol, the dog as an alarm of something's wrong, and then we have these other very powerful familiars coming forward as guardians, as defensive energy. They can also be called on to clear your energy as well. Yes, okay, let's keep going here. What else do we have for my group 2? What else do we have here? What else would you like to say, familiar? For some of you that we have the ancient bloodline here, I'm hearing from the dawn of creation. Understand that much of what's going on in the world has been to oppress this energy because you are so connected with the divine. And there is so much knowledge that has been hidden away from the average person. And now they are so brainwashed and controlled, it's very hard to get them to listen to anything that isn't of the herd. So it can be frustrating. But keep going with your guidance. Keep going. Okay, keep doing what you need to do for you and yours, okay? Because as you stand in your light and in your power, it radiates through the collective. As you heal yourself, group 2, you heal others. You're very powerful, okay? Understand, as you rise, you help others rise, okay? It's major, major energy here. We have the King of Wands coming out again. The King of Wands came out in the first group too. I feel like it's really important for you to stand in your power. Really, really important. And that came forward for group 1 too, but this is a little different. I feel like group 2, I feel like you know you're powerful. But some of you guys have past life memories, 3 of Pentacles here. You guys have past life memories of oppression, of persecution, some of it's torture. And it's part of what this fear is. It's part of what this hesitation is. This isn't the first time you have incarnated and been a witch or worked in magic or had familiars or do whatever label you call it is what you do. Okay? You've done this shit before. All right? And you've paid a hefty price before. Okay? And I understand you're afraid, and be smart. Be smart. Okay? But also, there's a time to be fearless. And that's really what Hecate is bringing forward. Like, there will be times that you need to be quiet, and there will be times where you need to be loud. And I feel like Hecate, ancestors, other God forms, and spirits, familiars are coming forward to help you get clarity on those moments, okay? Don't be afraid to be who you really are. And continue to work your craft, okay? Continue to put in the work because it's going to pay off for you, all right? Okay, what else here? We have the 8 of Pentacles. The 7 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so I feel like you, in some ways, are kind of self-sabotaging with the 8 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords in reverse. I feel like you're either a really good, like, spirit medium, psychic, you're really good at your craft, you're really good at herbalist, or you're really good with incantation. There's something that you do that you are, I want to say, like, at professional level, okay? You may not have all your I's dotted and your T's crossed, but you basically have it down, okay? But you're still a little bit in denial of it, or you haven't owned it. I got a little bit of this in group 1 too, but it's different, okay? And I feel like as you own this, as you stop sabotaging yourself, as you stop lying to yourself about the truth of your power, you gain more independence with this black cat. Okay. Some of you guys have been working on like money, opportunity. You're concerned about your family. You're concerned about putting food on the table. You're concerned about being independent. And this boar here with ferocity, okay, your familiars want you to know that there's an energy that is going hard for you, okay, to bring good things to you, okay? But you can't deny the skills and abilities you have. And it's just like I told group 1, but I'm going to tell you too, because this has been coming through crystal clear. Like when you deny the gifts you've been given, when you deny the opportunities that your magic manifested, it's a little insulting to all the beings and spirits that your ancestors that have worked to get you this thing. So don't allow the self-sabotage to steal your moments of gratitude and your 4 of Wands. Like I'm seeing 4 Wands, your moments to celebrate, okay? Celebrate all your victories. It will help you to stop getting in your own way, getting in your own head. It will stop you from being able to see how good you are at something. Okay, because you're really good at something. It could be that you're a really great mom. It could be that you're a really great accountant. I use accountant all the time, but I mean, it's just what I go to. It could be that you're really great spellcaster. It could be that you're an amazing psychic or spirit medium or artist or whatever. And you just really haven't stepped into your power with that. And I feel like your familiars, that's all part of what's happening here. It's part of what Hecate is bringing forward for her witches. It's part of, it's letting you know that you're protected. There's an alarm system now. So if shit is going left, you're going to know. Okay. And if it does go left, call in this energy, call in this protector, however it manifests. For some of you guys, it might manifest as a bear. It might manifest, in the dream world as a bear. It might manifest, as a predator kind of energy, looks like a predator. It's different for different people. And understand that your magical mind uses the images that you have within your mind to help create, to manifest within your magical thinking that connection of that being, that spirit, okay? And it's a little bit like chaos magic somewhat, but it allows the spirits, it allows the God forms to bring in these energies. Now, if you have a certain kind of image you want to see, say you want to see a black cat, have it manifest as a black cat. It's your magic. Listen, ultimately, it's your magic, okay? It's yours. You may follow tradition, you may follow rules, but ultimately, it's yours. You write the script of it. Remember that. Remember, it's yours. It belongs to you. It's your magic. It's your manifestations. These are your familiars, right? Some of you guys need to start working with your familiars more. That's what they're there for, okay? Okay, I'm going to get a couple more cards for you. Anything else for my group 2? Anything else? Okay, we have Lilith, the first feminist, autonomy. Lilith showed up for you too. Autonomy. Really, this reading seems to be really about self-empowerment, like feeling safe enough to be fully yourself and know that that the gods, the goddesses, your craft, the beings, your magic, it all has your back. You are supported in what you're doing, okay? So it's time for you to step fully into your power and listen to the flow of your life. It will tell you when it's time to be quiet. You will feel it. When is it time to be more active or open? When is it time to share? When is it time not to share? I feel like you getting into flow will really help you know when things are off. You'll be able to feel more when things are off, because I feel like some of you guys are worried that you won't see something coming with this foreboding, but you will. You'll feel it. You may not know exactly. It's like in my own life. Like I always feel, I may not know exactly for myself what exactly is coming, but I feel it. I feel like, oh, something's off. Something's gonna happen. And inevitably, it does. And after it does, I'm like, oh, yeah, I felt that, and I see that, it was in the cards. I can see it. And when those things unfold, allow even those things to be your validation, okay? And don't allow fear to steer your decisions. Don't make decisions out of fear. Every decision personally that I've ever made out of fear has always been validated as the wrong decision, okay? Like literally, spirit, back in the day, I would make a decision, it'd be the wrong decision, and spirit would come back and be like, I told you not to do that, and you did it anyway, and now look. So be logical, be reasonable, but also don't be afraid. If there's something you want to do, do it. Okay, go with your intuition. That's what you have it for. Okay? All right, group 2, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And I will see you, beautiful, magical creatures, next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that chose Brownie protection, this is going to be your reading all about the message that your familiar spirit has for you. Now, some of you guys have like a house spirit or a ward to protect your house, something about the land, something tied to your house, your home, your family, something like that. That's what this is. Okay, so I just want to make that clear. Okay, if that doesn't resonate for you, then you're going to need to pick another group. All right, let's get into this. I feel like this spirit has an important message for you. Okay, all right, familiar spirit. Some of you guys literally have a house brownie. Okay, you have a house spirit. There's another name for them. Like I'm seeing like a little witch too. Maybe you have a kitchen witch. Some of you guys have fairies or fae around your house. All right. Let's see here. We have trick or treat, pleasant surprise. Okay, familiar. Tell me what you wanted me to use this deck. So that's what we're doing. We have succubus, dark feminine energy user. We have sexual fantasies. Okay. We have the craft, magic, chemistry. Okay, and we have storyteller, intrigue, fascination. Okay. let's just get into this here. So, okay, some of you guys have been doing like sex magic, okay? All right, okay, so take what resonates here, all right? This won't be for all of you, but some of you guys have either been doing sex magic or it's been done on you, okay? And what's happening is that for those of you where someone has attempted to do this on you, I feel like it's hitting your wards. It's hitting your brownie. It's hitting the spirits around your house, and they want you to know this, okay? Because this person is doing this often, and they're very strong, okay? This is a very strong energy, all right? We have reservations, communication, confirmation. Okay. So I feel there's a couple of stories going on here. So I kind of want to divide this energy up a little bit. So I feel like for the person who is casting, it may not be sex magic, but I feel like if it's not sex magic, then it's like love magic, lust magic. It may be like vampiric magic as well. Tell me about this. Tell me about this situation. Okay, we're going to pull from the Haunted Tarot. I read this like an oracle deck. Let's talk about this. I want to talk about this first, okay? Tell me about this energy. Familiar, tell me about this energy. I'm feeling it's persistent, and you need to know it's persistent. This bitch is persistent. Okay, okay, I feel like this is the Hierophant energy. This priest feels like they're trying to exorcise a ghost here. Yeah, I feel like they are... Wow. We have the Ace of Pentacles here. Tell me more about this situation. I feel like some of them are trying to manifest the Five of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like some of them are trying to manifest like spirit presence in your house at night. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay. Use discernment with this reading. All right. If this is for you, then you know. Okay. And you may have had some very weird things happen at night. You may have, I feel like there's something about like, for some of you, there's been like an invasion of spiders in your house or bugs or something like that, flies and things like that. This could be this energy, this pest energy manifesting. And I feel like for some of them, they're sending like an energy to watch you as well. This feels parasitic. It feels vampiric because I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles here, I feel like they're trying to, some of them are trying to like get at your life force. They're trying to get at your resources. They're trying to get at your money. If you have a business, they're trying to stop your business. If you have a witchy business, they're definitely trying to stop that. It's like, I'm going to stop that shit. There's no way. It's something about like, this isn't fair. Like something about this isn't fair. I feel like for others, there's several things going on in group 3, okay? For others, there's somebody who is like wanting to put you under like a lust spell or a love spell, okay? And it's very vampiric. It feels like it is satanic in nature, and I don't judge people's like paradigms and things like that, but it feels specifically like they've used some kind of like satanic type spell work. Okay, so this could be a satanic witch that's doing this, but it really could be any kind of witch. That's just what I'm picking up on. I don't judge people for their paradigms. Okay, but I feel like this parasitic energy is hitting the wards. They're hitting your house wards, the house guardians, whatever it is, but whatever you have set up is getting worn down, and they want you to be aware of it. And it's happening a lot, to the point where I feel like this brownie represents this energy, and it's like they're like saying like, dude, how much of this are we supposed to take? Like, we need something else. So I feel like you need to cast something else, or have a caster cast something, or you need a refreshing, or you need to add some more layers, okay? Some of you guys need to create some kind of astral warding or guardian or something to keep this kind of energy away. This feels very invasive and very fucked up. Okay, I'm just going to tell you that. It feels like someone feels entitled to your energy. Now, use your discernment, because parts of this reading don't fit for everyone. Okay, there's just a lot of different parts here. So we're going to move on to this other energy, this pleasant surprise, storyteller, intrigue, fascination, reservations, and confirmation. I feel like some of you guys have done some kind of magic. Could be sex magic, could just be regular magic, but you're definitely trying to manifest somebody. Okay, tell me about this. Tell me about this manifestation of somebody. It feels like a pleasant surprise here. You're trying to manifest somebody or something. Someone is intrigued and fascinated with you. Okay? Is this money? Is this love? I keep being pulled to the pinnacle, so it feels like it may be resources. It may be a new client. We have the Six of Cups here. Okay, it feels like someone from past life. I'm not taking the reversal here. We have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, this has to do with business. Security for your home. That's what I'm hearing from the familiar. You have been wanting to be more secure, more stable for your home and to maintain your life. A lot of people are worried about their stability right now, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, a lot of us are worried. The world has lost its shit. Like, it's going batshit crazy right now, right? And we're worried about being able to just maintain food on the table and a roof over our head. And that might be where your head has been. And I feel like there's some, I'm trying to figure out what the connection is with these familiars that are coming forward with this information. Maybe you've done this magic in the house. We have the Knight of Swords here. Okay. All right. So what I'm getting is that what you're manifesting here, astrally or in spirit, however you resonate, they have sent out some kind of like egregor or spirit or familiar spirit of their own, their higher self. There's been some kind of contact made on a higher level with this surprise that's coming, this pleasant surprise. It feels business related. I feel like you're going to have some good luck. There's some opportunity here. I'm going to pull from the Kitchen Witches Oracle deck. Tell me about the situation. Tell me about this pleasant surprise. I want to know about this pleasant surprise. We have binding. Okay. I feel like you have bound some things. You have blocked some things. Maybe people. I feel like you've gotten rid of some people in your life. Maybe you've gone no contact. You've made room for this. That's what I'm getting. You've made room. You've made room for this good thing. Okay? We have Sage Purification. Yes. You have cleared your energy often. Your intuition is telling you this is snapping. Okay, this is something you've manifested. I'm getting chills. This is something you've manifested. It's like they want you to know it's coming. Okay, this is a transformation. This is death. Okay, so in your money, in your business, in your craft, there is a huge transformation coming. Okay, it feels like this is going to be very positive. Tell me about this transformation for my group 3, this pleasant surprise. The Knight of Pentacles is about success. You know, the Knight of Pentacles, though, is very connected to earth, very down to earth, hardworking, putting in the time, right? Understands that their kingdom is made of mud, sweat, dirt, putting in the hard work, and I think you have. In whatever area this is, okay? We have the Ten of Cups. And we have the Four of Pentacles, okay? I don't think you think this is going to manifest anytime soon. I don't think you quite believe it. It's hard to get there from where you're sitting, right? I think your familiars want you to know that everything is going to be okay. Okay, we have the Six of Cups here. We got the Six of Cups twice. There's a lot of healing going on for you. You have to understand that it's important that you know that you deserve this. You've done the hard work. Well, stand up. He doesn't want to stand up anymore. Come on. Come on. All right. Brownie, come on. All right. We'll leave him right there. Okay, that's the best I can do. Okay, so I feel like, the Five of Cups. I thought it was the Six. Okay, it's the Five of Cups. So I feel like, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. I feel like your focus has been on, with the Four of Pentacles here, I feel like the focus has been on what you don't have, the hard work, the issues, the just having to dig deep all the time. Maybe you're working really hard and you're exhausted a lot. You don't see the happiness and fulfillment coming, like the celebration, okay? And I feel like there is a transformation coming in this business, this job, this career, whatever it is. You've been working and manifesting it. You've done magic, okay? That's the kicker here. You've done magic to manifest this, and you've done the work, okay? And the Ten of Cups is coming. Okay, you're going to be really happy as this begins to really manifest. And for some of you guys, it's beginning very soon. For others, I feel like with the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Cups, it really is, all it's going to take is a shifting of your perspective. Literally, you're just going to have to turn around and see those other cups behind you. And once you see them, it's bam. Some of you guys are going to have some new clients or new opportunities. I'm seeing the Two of Cups, the three is spilled and there's two behind in the traditional Rider-Waite. And I'm getting you don't see the opportunity yet, but it's there. And once you shift your viewpoint, shift your perspective, you're going to be able to see your way to this Ten of Cups, okay? A lot of fulfillment. Sometimes we're so focused on the money and then making sure everything's okay, we forget to enjoy the process of the pathway. We forget to enjoy the crafting, the magic, the creation, right? And as witches, as magical people, as people who work in the craft or whatever, I feel like the familiars are reminding us that there is joy in the witchery of it all. And for you, I feel like there is strength in you enjoying being a magical being. It will help you bring in this Ten of Cups here, this happiness, this wish fulfillment, this very pleasant surprise. And pumpkins for me are about harvest. Okay, so for some of you, there are new opportunities, new clients, maybe a new job or a promotion or a side move. There's something coming in this area that you've been manifesting. Okay, you've been doing the work. This isn't just wishful thinking. This is for someone who's done the work. Okay. And I feel like why these two things are coming together is that I feel like no matter how this part of the reading resonated, as far as this energy coming towards you, you need to be aware that even though you may not feel the effects of negative energy coming towards you because you're so protected, the brownie spirit, the house spirit, the warding, whatever this is, it wants you to be aware that it's coming towards you. Okay, and that you need to keep your protections up, especially while these pleasant surprises, for some of you, there are several pleasant surprises coming, especially while this is manifesting. Continue to protect yourself. Be even more intense about protection, about clearing. It will help bring in a steady stream of these really pleasant surprises. And celebrate each pleasant surprise, okay? Don't wishy-wash it away oh, that's a coincidence. Don't coinky-dink your magic away. Do not coinky-dink your magic away. You will fizzle this out, okay? Say, yes, it's manifesting. I see it. I'm grateful. Thank you, whatever spirit. Be sure to honor your familiars, okay? Be sure to, honor them, give them offerings and things like that. Let them know that you appreciate them, because your familiars are working hard, group 3, because you have some people, no matter how this resonates, you do have people who are trying to get in your way. And it could be people you've gone no contact with. It could be people who are just malicious and troublemakers. It could be people who are jealous. It could be people who just want your attention. But just be aware of it, okay? And it doesn't matter what paradigm. You could have people who are in Wicca who are throwing curses at you. It could be in any paradigm. I'm just particularly picking up on, in a satanic paradigm, someone who is threatened. Now this is pretty specific, but I would be remiss if I didn't say it. Who is picking up on someone's power? Someone in group 3. A few of you are very powerful, but out of those few that are very, very powerful, there's a couple of you who have this kind of energy that is jealous. This could be somebody you know well, or just knows of you, and they're very jealous of your energy rising, of you owning your energy. And it's as if they feel this good mojo building around you, like the good juju building and manifesting, and the steady stream of pleasant surprises. So be sure to celebrate those. Do not hide them. Be proud of Be happy, be proud of all the good things flowing in your life, because as you do that, the universe will feed you more. And as your expectations of more beautiful manifestations flow, you will see more come to you, all right? It doesn't mean it's going to be rainbows and unicorns all the time, okay? This is real life. But it does mean that you will have more pleasant surprises that help to manifest that success and that 10 of Cups that you are trying to manifest, okay, group 3? All right, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys.